Well, I think Sunday's game that we lost to Maryland, where we had squandered a lot of opportunities, had a lot to do with Maryland's pitching. I think they've got pretty good pitching. Today, certainly, in a lot of the situations, we did make them pay. We still left 11 runners on base. You're not going to knock them all in all the time. But certainly in the first inning, when they walked the bases loaded and, Downs was able to drive a ball to the gap, that gave us a lot of momentum early in the game. And, that's what it's about. You don't, in this game, when you play a high-quality opponent like Maryland or Liberty, you might not get that many opportunities, and you got to knock them in when you get a chance to. And hopefully that's an area that we get better at, and we will. But, we're not perfect, and we'll take it.
I know something you didn't know if you were going to go Kirby or Trey.
Right.
Kind of what led to Trey. That's all.
Well, I just, I felt Trey Ost has done a nice job in his first two starts. I know that we're going to need to get Nathan Kirby out there some more. He's got to earn that time, and he will. He'll be patient and be ready for when his opportunity comes. And Trey has done a really nice job. He gave us two quality starts in his first two, and then I was really proud of him today. He really showed me something that he kind of muddled around a little bit in the first two innings and was leaving some balls up in the zone. Then he really buckled down in those innings 3 through 5 against a really good offensive team. I think Liberty is no different than playing a team in our league, and he certainly did a nice job and gave us a good 5-inning quality start. It's all right. Anybody back there?
Talk about this homestand. You only dropped one game after that.
Yeah, well, obviously it's great to play at home. We don't have a perfect record at home like the basketball team does, but it's great to be here in front of our fans. Now we have an opportunity to go on the road again against a very, very good Clemson ball club. It's a challenging environment to play in down at Clemson, but a fun environment, and we're looking forward to our first ACC weekend on the road.
One thing, again, from Sunday that
Yeah.
you transformed was you guys are stretching the zone a little bit.
Yeah.
Between the pitches. Today, it seemed like you had real patience, especially with that start.
Yeah, I thought our approach was certainly better today for the most part. We weren't stretching the strike zone and swinging at pitches off the plate. That's important as a hitter. That's what pitchers are trying to do. They're trying to stretch the zone and get you to chase things so you don't square the ball up. And certainly we did a better job of that today.
You guys, I guess it's the nature of the ballpark, but 16 triples now in 16 games.
Yeah.
Is that more the nature of the ballpark, or you guys just really get some, putting the gaps and being able to have you have some speed in that?
Well, I think the triples have to do with it's a spacious ballpark here, and there's gaps, and if you can hit a ball to the wall in the gaps here, you got a chance. But the triples come from just the athleticism of our position players. You think about our outfield and how well Derek Fisher runs, and Brandon Downs and Joe McCarthy, and then Brandon Cogswell and guys like that. If they can hit a ball in the gap or down the lines, they're going to have a chance at a triple, certainly. So it may not be the best home run ballpark, but it's certainly good for doubles and triples.
Looking ahead to Clemson.
Right.
Obviously, Waddell did well for you down in Greenville. His first time.
Right.
This year like that, obviously been great here. Just what did you think he picked up during this homestand and from that Greenville game? Honestly, is probably his biggest test.
Yeah, well, Brandon Waddell in his short career here certainly had some really good experiences already. The first weekend down at East Carolina, the opening day starter, and in that environment against a good club, I thought he certainly held his own. Clemson, is one of the storied college baseball programs. It's a great environment, and I think he's learned that he just needs to stay within himself and do what he's capable of doing and not try to get out of himself. And I've said this from day one that Waddell has a lot of poise. I think a lot of our young players are showing tremendous poise in this young season.
You guys are good with all three of those guys going down there. Feel good about that staff.
Yeah, I feel like Waddell and Silverstein and Howard have all been, very, very consistent, and that's what you want out of your starters. You wanted, those guys have, pitched in the fifth, sixth, seventh inning sometimes, and that's what you need them to do, and especially on the road. When you play on the road in this league, not only is it a great opponent in Clemson, you got to be a little bit better on the road because they bat last. It's a little bit tougher to win, when you're on the road. So hopefully we can go down there and have a little bit of success.
What do you think of your Irish joining next year now?
Well, I said it when, it was announced that Notre Dame was coming to the league that, I think it's really great for the ACC as a whole. I think it's good for our baseball conference. And, I'm excited that, they're going to be playing baseball in our league even as early as next season.
Maryland obviously was a test for you guys.
Sure.
How much of a different test is Clemson going to be factored in with you guys are on the road?
Well, we've always played really competitive games with Clemson. I've got a tremendous amount of respect for their coach. He's a Hall of Fame coach. They're always very athletic. They will have certainly the best pitching that we've seen so far this year, and they come right after you, and you got to meet them toe to toe, and it's a tremendous challenge in front of us. But it's a challenge that we're ready for and that we need at this point. And so I'm looking forward to seeing our guys go down there and compete.